It was a chilly autumn afternoon, and the streets were bustling with people rushing home. Emily, a young woman, walked through the park after work, her mind filled with the usual worries about her busy life. As she passed a park bench, she noticed an elderly man sitting alone. His clothes were worn, and his posture was slouched, as if the weight of the world rested on his shoulders. Emily paused. Something about the man's lonely figure tugged at her heart. She hesitated for a moment, unsure whether she should approach him. After a deep breath, she walked over, offering a gentle smile. "Hello, sir. Are you all right?" Emily asked. The old man looked up, surprised by her kindness. His eyes were tired, but he smiled faintly. "Oh, I'm fine, just resting my legs. It's been a long day," he said, his voice soft and raspy. Emily noticed that he had no coat, and the wind was starting to pick up. She glanced down at the scarf around her neck, and without thinking, she gently took it off and handed it to him. "Here, take this. It's cold, and you could use it more than I can." The old man's eyes widened in disbelief. "Oh no, I couldn't possibly take that from you." "You're too kind," he protested, though his hands trembled as they reached out for the warm scarf. Emily insisted, "Please, it's nothing. I have more at home, and you look like you could use a little warmth." With a grateful smile, the old man accepted the scarf. He wrapped it around his neck and pulled it close. The simple act of kindness warmed not only his body, but his heart as well. "You remind me of my daughter," he said softly. "She used to do small things like this for me, but I haven't seen her in years." Emily's heart ached at his words. She sat down beside him, listening as he shared his story. He spoke of the life he once had, of his daughter who had moved far away, and how the days had become lonely since his wife had passed. As the sun began to set, Emily realized how much this simple conversation had meant to the old man. His eyes were brighter, and the sadness that had once clouded his face seemed to lift, even if only for a little while. "I'm sorry to hear about your daughter, but I'm sure she still loves you very much," Emily said, her voice gentle. "Sometimes life gets busy and we lose touch, but it doesn't mean we stop caring." The old man nodded, his gaze softening. "You're right, and today you've shown me that kindness still exists in the world. You've given me more than just a scarf. You've given me hope." They sat in comfortable silence for a few moments, watching as the sky turned shades of pink and orange. The park, once filled with hurried strangers, now felt peaceful and warm. Emily knew that her small gesture had made a difference, and the old man's company had touched her heart as well. Eventually, it was time for Emily to leave. She stood up and smiled at the old man one last time. "Take care of yourself, sir, and remember you're not alone." The old man's eyes glistened with unshed tears. "Thank you, dear. You've made an old man very happy today." As Emily walked away, she felt lighter. The worries that had weighed her down earlier seemed insignificant now. She had learned something important that day. Kindness didn't have to be grand or expensive. It could be as simple as offering a scarf, a smile, or a moment of your time. And in those small acts, you could make someone's day a little brighter, a little happier. Moral: kindness, no matter how small, can have a profound impact on someone's life. You never know how much a simple gesture can lift someone's spirits and make their world a better place.